StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Pig and Barcode on Frozen Temple. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player from Exile 5. It is Pig. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Barcode, the mysterious GM level player of Barcode here on this ladder match, red versus blue on Frozen Temple. TVZ, a matchup we've seen many, many times. Pig especially here, though, is an excellent, excellent Zerg player. Is he the one that got GM with Zerg, Terran, and Protoss just recently? I remember seeing that getting retweeted a lot out on the Twitters at twitter.com/FalconPaladin. But anyway, regardless, we'll have to see how this works out today. Just because somebody's GM in all three races does not mean they are unstoppable. I'm sure there were one or two losses on the way. He also has a YouTube channel where he does Pig dailies. Actually does some very nice tutorial type stuff. I'll put a link in the top right here to Pig stuff as well. Very entertaining and educational as well. I always like to see people doing stuff for the StarCraft 2 community, especially since a lot of the people that I used to follow are kind of done now, unfortunately. So, alright, here we are, going for a Rax first play with the Refinery from Barcode, likely going to be the Reaper Expand, which means we're probably going to see a use of our Reaper name list. Again, if you want to suggest a Reaper name, you can just do so in the comments. I'll go ahead and go through and pull those out and put them in a nice official list. And then we'll see what we do. It is, in fact, going to be a Reaper. And this Reaper's name is 11. I assume named after the Stranger Things character 11. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, I'd recommend you do so. I'm sure you heard a lot about it back during September, early October, when it was actually super popular, but it was a kind of a big stinking deal. It's a Netflix-only show, Netflix original series. I'm not sure if it's available outside the United States, which is a bit of a problem because I have a lot of fans from different countries. But if you can access it, I'd recommend checking it out. It's 8 episodes, about an hour each. It's not a huge investment, but it has great acting, really good kid acting stuff. Reminds me of a lot of the shows and movies from the 80s that I used to watch when I was younger. So maybe if you're older than I am, you might not get it. But for people around my age, you know, 30s or so, 30s, 40s, a good place to go is Stranger Things. Anyway, 11 pops her right on in, throws down that KD8 charge, trying to kill as many of these Lings as possible, trying to get through the Lings to the drones, really. Killing Lings is not 11's main goal here. She instead wants to kill all of the drones. No, don't get pinned there. Pull out. Nice KD8 charge, getting most of those Lings, knocking 10 points off of their health, but a forced to pull out here. Check for that third base. Does see the third, waiting for combat drugs to heal her up nice and steady. And then, I don't know, man. It's so hard to go in there when there are queens, when there are Lings who almost have speed. I mean, once they have speed, it's over. They do knock down the destructible rocks. Is that what they're called on this one? Unbuildable rocks. Dang it. I always get that wrong because they're named differently on every map. It feels like. Anyway, third. Nope, that's a barracks. Yep, second barracks here. On the way for Barcode and double pumping something. Where is that reactor for? Oh, the reactor's for the barracks. Alright, so getting stim. And the factory is making a reactor, and then another barracks here. So no sign of a starport quite yet. Interestingly enough, 11 still trying to get her first kill. And here she comes, swinging up around. KD8 charge thrown down. Might get one. Yes, gets the drone kill. Nicely done. Drones coming on in, trying to do what they can against this Reaper. But meanwhile, Hellion harass on the left side as well. Hang on. Let's watch that. That was impressive. That was impressive. The Hellions come swooping right up this ramp, getting hit by the Lings that do have the speed. The Reaper on the right side killing stuff as well. Reapers get a nice couple roasts off there. They kill 3 total drones among all 3 of them, and 11 manages to escape. So that was difficult to pull off. I liked the idea of what Barcode was trying to do, but unfortunately wasn't babysitting the Hellions as much as he should have. Coming up this ramp here, took a lot of unnecessary shots. Could have actually roasted up a nice line of drones that were transferring right past him, but I think he was focusing on the Reaper on the right side as well. So again, the Reaper more effective than the Reaper had a right to be, but the Hellions not quite as good. Not quite as good. Lings just running right on in here. What is happening? Lings inside this natural base. There are a bunch of Marines to shoo them away, but there's not even close to anything of a wall here. There's no bunker here whatsoever. Barcode is not planning the standard stuff. No 5-minute drop. No walling off. Great Overlord Scout here from Pig, though. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous Overlord Scout. Starport, factory, reactor. I assume the factory's going to make the reactor and swap it on over to the starport here eventually. The Overlord dies, but it had already seen everything. It saw everything that was happening here. We're looking at 3 bases to 2 bases, 45 to 37 harvesters. Zerg player has a lead already at the 4-minute mark. It's not looking good. It is not looking good for sneaky barcode player, who could be anybody, as you well know, who could absolutely be anyone. Supply depot wall is up and running for barcode. It is natural. Doesn't have to worry about pure Ling run-bys anymore, but Roach, Ravager, Baneling stuff could still cause him a lot of trouble. Getting +1 ground carapace and +1 melee attack. Here is Pig and Stim coming in from Pig as well. Just now finishing +1 attack, or not from Pig, but from barcode, as well as combat shield and +1 attack for his biological units. So he is going to have a bit of a drop here. He's making 2 medevacs at a time. It's just a little bit late because of that Hellion harass in the early game. Here they go. Let's follow them on out. They do get scouted by that Ling. Pig, the placement of the Ling just absolutely gorgeous. Is that 11? Run, 11, run. Run has 1 kill. Going to get 2 kills, possibly. Oh, gets the 2nd kill with 5 hit points remaining. That Ling tried to kill her, but no, still alive. Dang it. Still alive. 5.5 minutes, 6 minutes into the game. And still living. Another Ling comes in to clear her out and actually runs away, surprisingly. Here comes the rest of the push. Reaper 11 might join the push or actually hang back a little bit. Nope, she's coming on in. She's going to join. She's going to join her buddies and clear out these creep tumors. That 4th base just popped. I'm not sure that Pig has enough to save it. He's got a lot of Ling. KDA charge actually hitting. Oh no, hitting all of the Lings here. The Queen getting surrounded. And oh, Reaper getting destroyed there. Is that what happened? Did 11 throw down a KD8 charge on her own guys? She did. Oh no. Boosh. Oh, that was a big deal too, because that weakened all of those Marines by 10 hit points, which is not, I mean, it's not what you want to do when you only have a total of 45 ready to go. Oh, combat shields is not even done yet here. That hurts. That just hurts a lot. That's okay. That's okay. Our Terran player barcode is still trying to make this darn thing work. Queen's here defending. Ling's here defending. Baneling nest just about to complete. 15 drones at a time right now. Yeah, Pig is sitting at a whopping 61 total harvester. Is going to make that 70 here at the 6-minute mark. Just impressive macro on display. So double-pronged attacks here from the Terran player coming up this bottom side while going on the right side. Stimming forward, trying to clear out creep tumors, doing what he can, attacking, going into this mineral line, trying to focus down the Banelings, and does! Oh, focuses those Banelings brilliantly. Does our Terran player. Queens are trying to take out the medevacs, but trying to sneak up in here is Army number 2. Getting surrounded by Lings, however, but Army number 1 doing a great job here at this 4th base, and actually bringing himself back into this game. Has Pig over-droned just a little bit here. I don't know. What does he even have? He's got 17 Lings right now and 3 Queens against a whole ton of Marines here. 35 Marines and 3 medevacs. More Lings swinging on out, though. Great positioning here on the Marines. Do they have the upgrades? They do have the +1/+1, so they are able to do a little bit more damage than they normally would be able to. But barcode does pick up and boost out. It's 61 to 44 harvesters. 12 drones have been killed so far in that attack, and a lot of Lings died. 57 to be exact, and barcode Terran decides to back on out. So nice attack there. I loved the double-pronged nature of it. Pig was able to make it defend fairly well with his Lings. The Baneling focus fire was gorgeous on barcode, though. I mean, that is something that sometimes can look a little bit easier to do than it actually is. Lings knocking down the rocks that lead up into his 3rd base. Not sure why. I guess easier for defense. Zerg likes stuff wide open, doesn't like stuff being restricted. A Liberator coming in at the 8-minute mark, sneaking up along this left side, going to try to set up at the natural base. There are 17 workers here, and not a single Spore Crawler. Is that another one? Yeah, double Liberator here. Just setting up shop. Going to have to move when the Queen comes in, and the Queen's going to... I mean, the Queen can't. Can the Queen find an angle? Ah, the Queen finds the angle. Double Liberator harass here, and get out of there, Queen. Good positioning on these circles, shutting down this natural base 100% entirely. Marines coming up the right side as well. Lings and Banelings are here to go, though, and whoosh. That gets cleaned right on up. But another attack up the middle. The multi-pronged harassment is insane out of barcode. Setting up right where a Spore Crawler is, though, unfortunately at the main base, killing a bunch of workers before the Liberator succumbs. Lings and Banes now dealing with a main push up the middle. And Widowmines did get some nice shots off. 5-6 kills, 11 kills on those Widowmines. Overseers coming in to clear those guys out, though, and that will not be assisting the barcode player anymore. 3rd base up and running. There is a bunker, but there are no Marines inside that bunker. The Lings come right into this middle line at the 3rd for barcode and go after the Mule first of all. Ka-chunk. Going after SEVs as well, getting cleared on out. Just put a couple Marines. Just a couple Marines. There we go. 4 Marines inside that bunker. Should not let that happen ever again. It's 71 to 54 harvesters. Pig has been replacing drones as fast as he loses them. And he has lost 17, so it's nothing to sneeze at. Getting an infestation pit, getting +2 melee attack, getting Marines and Marauders is our barcode player with +2 attack on the way, +2 weapons being researched, sneaking up this right side with Widow Mines, Marines, and Marauders. Were there roaches here? I didn't really see many roaches. I guess maybe the Marauders can absorb the Baneling hits a little bit better than the Marines can. Again, going for this multi-pronged stuff is barcode, killing creep tumors along this left side while attacking up this right side as well. Trying to use scans, clear out the tumors. Feeling pretty emboldened right now is barcode. Sneaking on up. Some lings are coming right on in. Stutter stepping, picking up, boosting out, and running. Meanwhile, go for it. No, the right side unit does not decide to go for it at all. And it, was doing a little bit better with that previously. Perhaps did some misclicking there. So Baneling's here with +2 attack. 43 damage. Splash damage versus light, mind you. Coming right on in. Lings getting that surround. Widow Mines firing nicely in that situation. A lot of Banelings being used there. I don't know for how much benefit. Unfortunately, sneaking back around, juking back around is barcode Terran. These Lings and Banelings following, but they cannot follow in these dead spaces of air. But recovering quite quickly there is Pig trying to sneak on up. Widow Mines shot on that queen. Not enough to kill it, but does bring her down to a healthy 21 hit points remaining. Spore Crawlers burrowing on up at this natural base, worried about further drops, worried about further Liberator type stuff. Fourth base here for Pig is coming right on up here, and what are we looking at? +2 attack finishing for barcode, +2 armor a little bit behind that. Burrow coming in for Pig, and a hive on the way. So Baneling's getting focused. Not as good that time though. Oh, good old Baneling hits all over, splashing all over those guys. There is a Widow Mine remaining. I think 2 or 3 of them might have died in that one. But again, the Baneling count is just too stinking high. It is too high for these little groups of bio to do what they want to do. I like the idea. I like what barcode's trying to do, but he just keeps getting overwhelmed wherever he goes. The Lings and Banelings are fast enough to respond wherever they're needed. And Pig, again, taking that 4th base down here to the south of that natural. A 4th base by barcode would be really nice, but I don't necessarily see how he's going to pull this one off. He is making Liberators. He is getting more Marauders. Getting the upgrades are good. If he started working on +3/+3, I'd feel better about it. I would feel much better about it. But Ultralisk Cavern and Aspire on the way for the Zerg player. Adrenal Glands on the way as well. And +3/+3, it's going to be Ultras. It is going to be Ultras, ladies and gentlemen. So good splits on his units here by Pig. Left side, top side, right side, back side. This is going to be a 360 surround, and here it is. Lings coming on in. Banelings crashing in on everything as well here. Terran army is completely removed from this area. Medevacs managed to escape. They retrieve 3 very wounded Marines as they run, but that is how you do positioning, ladies and gentlemen. Pig, everybody. Wow. I mean, that's the thing about this map. There's a lot of wide open spaces, multiple avenues in which the Zerg can make that surround, and there's really no reason just to attack head on. If you're a Zerg, sneak around that backside, prevent the retreat and the stim and the stutter stim from the Terran player as best you possibly can. Still trying to spread some creep here. Liberators setting up defender mode circles, but what this creep does is it means this battle is happening here instead of up here at the base. That is exactly why you creep spread as a Zerg player. Taking a 5th base up at that top right side. I'm not sure that barcode knows that it's there. Creep tumors are getting taken out. And actually, do they see the base? They see the base, and they take that one down. So another major victory here for barcode, not letting the Zerg player get too far ahead. Another drop here at the 4th. Pig has nothing defending this one. Oh, finds a bit of a weak spot here. Going after the hatch as well. Can he turn this into a 4-basing Zerg player? Lings, however, on top of everything here and right at the front. Widow Mines firing. Doing some good work there as well. Lings trying to get into this mineral line. There is a bunker here defending. Banelings crashing on top of everything as well. This army does get removed. Actually, we need to back that one up. Okay, just like 100 Banelings is what that was. Yeah, just overwhelming force here from the Zerg player. Pig making it work for him. Medevacs heading on back home. It's 149 to 126 total supply. There is still a Ling here harassing in this 3rd base mineral line. He's got 1 kill. We're going to give him 2, and he's going to die here before we get to 3rd. Yikes. So replacing that 5th base, actually, yeah, replacing that 5th base but down along this left side is Pig, and replacing his 4th base in the original location is Pig as well. Corruptor's on the way. Ultra is popping on out, getting that chitinous plating, getting that +3 ground carapace, making them so darn stinking good. +3 attack and +8 armor on the way. On the way for Mr. Pig. They call me Mr. Pig. Ah! What a great moment. What a great moment in movie history. Widowmine shot does get like 8 Lings there, but Lings up here on this 4th base, getting inside that mineral line. Not a planetary fortress yet. The timing window was so small, and Pig abused it so very, very well there. Just so difficult to do. And then here comes the rest of the army. Ultras at the front, Banelings crashing on in. Ultras glitching out a little bit here. They're on skates. They're on skates, and their attack animation seems to be broken. But nevertheless, we will see how this is going to work out. Ultras and Banelings crashing into this 3rd here. Pretty good positioning by the Barcode player. He does have a pretty nice Marauder count as well. But the Ultra statues are getting taken down. Like, they're slowly dying here, but they're taking a lot of bio with them as well. A Baneling bust right at the front door. Banelings crashing onto a single Marine. Not the most cost-efficient use of that unit. But I don't know that how much it actually matters. These Ultras are trying to take down buildings. They're like stuck with their tusks open. And they're not walking either. They're actually retreating. What on earth? The Zerg player is pulling back now. Okay, it's 132 to 80 total supply, 71 to 25 harvesters. More Ultras in the production tab for the Zerg player. Terran player has lost so much stuff. So much stuff has been lost. 44 SCVs killed in this game. Marines and Marauders and Liberators not giving up yet. It's as if those Ultralisks are paralyzed, maybe we actually have a chance here. Killing a drone that is trying to make a 6th base along the right side. 4th base getting ravaged by Lings, by Ultras. Is it going to fall? It is. Despite the fact that SCVs are repairing, it does end up dying. The Ultras coming in and just kind of staring down the enemies to death. Trying to turn this into a bit of a base race is our Barcode player, but I just don't know. I just don't know if it's enough. Lings, a single Ultra coming in. A single Ultra for this much bio is enough to force a pickup and a liftoff. Then he immediately unloads for some reason, because this 3rd base is getting absolutely destroyed right now. And that is it. A good game out of Barcode. Widowmine with 5 kills. Barcode leaves the game, and Pig is victorious. Caustic Spray being used on that starport at the last second. A little bit unnecessary, a little bit gratuitous. But in the end, Pig is the victor. Woo! I mean, that was just macro, as I really think that was. Barcode was trying to really refine his multi-pronged harassment game, but Pig just had enough Lings and enough Banelings to cover every single avenue of attack that Barcode was going for. Sure, he lost some stuff, but every time he lost some drones, he replaced them twice over. The Lings, the Banes, the creep spread was amazing. Barcode had to go onto the creep. It seemed like every attack in this game after that initial one with the Hellions, and it just wasn't enough. Wasn't enough to pull it out. And eventually, when the Ultras came out, there just weren't enough Liberators. No Ghost to speak of, and the Marauder count wasn't necessarily as high as it could have been. So despite the fact the Ultras were broken in some way, 18 kills on each of those, and 6 on that one as well. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Zerg player Pig was able to get the win, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Jeff Duvall, KN, Matt Meermans, Hagon Marcus, Back Bertie, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Keith Garlow, Alexandros Canaris, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estegoy, Bo Brissett, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sip Kopata, Konma, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Shing, Rajiv Bhatt, The Cosmic Phoenix, Peter Hawes, Andre Breet, Mither. Thank you, Leak at the top right. Bye.